Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome back to Study Destination. I hope you are good and then your journey is smooth. Even if it is not smooth, we encourage you to keep on pushing on. It's gonna be well with time, okay? So this time I want to look at the visa requirement. There's so much juicy about the study abroad journey in Germany or in Germany. So, but the truth of the matter is that there's a strict requirement where if you don't um, go by it. If you don't have it, if you don't prepare for it, then starting is not even a good advice. So I want to walk you through some of the visa requirements, and then I'll start with those in Ghana, and you can use the same system to check yours in any other country that you're watching us from. Okay, so let's look at those in Ghana. You just go to the German Google and type German Embassy Accra, and then you get to the main website. If you are there, there is a lot of stuff that maybe you can find out, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of stuff you can read here and explore some opportunities over here. But it's a little bit complex and you want to just go directly here and then just type, okay, student visa requirement. Um, and visa requirement, make sure everything is fine. You type everything, student visa requirement, and then you run a search. After this search, you're gonna have something like this. Come to student visa application, and then it will give you a document, okay? And this document, I want to walk you through so that you will be very clear about how to apply for the visa. Okay, this is the updated version. Okay, and the visa requirement. This is very, very, very important. It's very important. You don't need to skip it. Okay, you need to know it and then work by it. I'm going to explain everything. Okay, so I'll try to read them so that we don't skip anything, and I will explain all the points for you. Okay, so the process of visa application is general takes minimum of 8 weeks. As a student, visa application have to be forwarded to the competent German alien authority by post for approval. Applicants are encouraged to submit their visa well in advance for the enrollment deadline to allow sufficient time of processing. This means that they do you an interview, check your document, do preliminary checks, and if there is no problem, they will send your document to the city in Germany for them to do the final approval before they print the embassy, the visa for you in Ghana or in your home country. So it's not like maybe the US, they will just do it for you straight away. It doesn't work like that in Germany. So even though you go for visa interview, most of the time, when you go for the visa interview and after 1 week, you don't hear from them, it means that you are past the preliminary checks. If they call you within 1 week, you are in trouble. Mostly you are coming for your document, it's the outright rejection. And so for the minimum of 8 weeks, mine took more than that. Okay. So you have to make sure that you try as much as possible to apply early. So that please note the processing time for the scholarship holders, those who have DAD and other, is 7 days, so they don't have problem. Only the admission, only the submission of a complete application with all required documents according to the leaflet guarantee a prompt processing. So make sure all documents right from BEC. I know people who didn't send their BEC, they were turned back. B certificate, everything. So try to add it. All applicants have to apply in person at the German embassy. The appointment can only be made through this. So you have to book at the appointment system. The visa fee is 75. Okay, so 75, that's one of the cheapest. Then you can have application fee. So you don't spend much. Okay, 75 euros. Okay. So visa application form can be found here. So you can apply the visa application form, upload it, and then you get everything. It will be given into your in a PDF form. Then the second one is that due to high number of applications, document handed prior to appointment will not be accepted. So you have to make sure that you are going for before you send any document. In addition to the standard requirement, additional supporting document may be required depending on the specific nature of your application. The embassy does not return form, photos, or any document in case of refusal or withdrawal, or fraudulent document may be sent for relevant authorities. Okay, so if you go with any fake document, you are in trouble. It will jeopardize your future even application. Okay, so don't try. If you are granted a visa, it is your duty to verify, blah, 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 to make sure that every information. So whenever you are granted a visa, you have to check, okay. So let's look at the general requirement. One, the general requirement are the things you use to what do you call it? Apply. In addition to the application form that you sign that can be downloaded on the website, okay. Then a declaration form, then 2 recent passport pictures with white background, 75 euros passport, and then valid copies of 2 passports, any document, 2 passports, birth certificate, birth registration, marriage certificate, or if you have children, or if you are married, proof of enrollment, that's the admission letter, proof of sufficient knowledge of German, Goethe, if applicable, YX certificate, BEC, WASI degree certificate, whatever, proof of previous employment, internship, national service, HND, whatever, curriculum. So you need to do your CV, okay? It doesn't mean written letter, motivation letter. You have to write it and then sign, okay? Proof of financial means of sustenance, okay? Living expenses. That's the main gist. You need to prove that you can live by every month, taking care of yourself. 934 euros every month for the first academic year. This is the main requirement, okay? Main requirement. So make sure that you have that. And how do you prove that you can take care of yourself? By every month providing a proof that you have 934 euros. That's the next step, and I'm going to explain everything to you so that you have understanding. Okay. So this is how you can prove that you can take care of yourself. The first one is that the applicant has to show proof of sufficient finance funds for the entire duration of their studies or course in no less than this per month. If the application has to pay tuition fee, they have to provide. Maybe if you go and apply for a private institution, then that's you have to even provide beyond that. So the first way to prove, 3 ways, any of them is okay. To scholarship from German or European public fund or by an organization that promote education and it's approved in Germany. A scholarship from public funds of the applicant's country is also accepted. Block account will then have to be open. Further information below. So if you have DED scholarship, whatever, a German institution, okay, and whatever, from Europe, once they give you a scholarship letter and say that they're going to take care of you by taking care of your living expenses, it will be accepted. So that's the first thing. If your scholarship is in Ghana, like Ghana Scholarship Secretariat, Nigerian Scholarship Secretariat, Nigerian Petroleum Industry, whatever, GNPC, whatever, but then the scholarship will have to open a block account for you. That is C. I will explain that to you. The second one, okay, let me explain the C. Sponsorship. Sponsorship by a person or living in Ghana, Sierra Leone, or Lome, or any other country. Okay, in the case, a letter of sponsorship is required, confirming that the sponsor is willing to support the student with this amount of studies. Proof of open block bank account in Germany with amount of 11,280 euros for the first year of your studies to be presented during the interview along with a proof of origin of funds. Okay, bank statement, pay slip, blah, blah, blah document. You have to check of the provider information on providers that offers the service worldwide available in this site. Okay, you should your visa be denied, the refusal letter will be used to close this bank account. So what does this mean? This is what we call the block account. Okay. So with this block account, you need to show that every month you can provide what 934 as a living expenses and show it to them. And how can you show that? You have to accumulate up to 1 year, which is 11,200 and what 80. So with this document, what you need to do is to book. You book or you open an account where we call it a block account or restricted account in Germany, or institutions in Germany or in EU. And if you want to find the list of those institutions, you can look at them at this website, this link. Okay. Then you put the money inside. The money, if you put it inside, you can't access the money. It's your own money. But when you come to Germany, okay, the money will be given to you every month, and then you have it at the end of the 12th month. Okay. So it's your money, but they want to make sure that it's actually yours. It's unlike US that you pick somebody's bank account, use it, and then blah blah blah. No, this way they block it and you can't access it. In case they don't give you the visa because they find that maybe you are lying or something, they will give you a letter that you can use to unblock the account, and then the account will be given back to you. So the money, they are not taking it, but you are just restricting it so that you cannot access it until you are in Germany. The money is for you, but you can't access. So it's a form of, okay, so in case you borrowed, somebody gave it to you when you come to Germany, and that's what people do. You come to Germany, you can be working, okay, and then you'll be giving the money back to the people, okay. So that's what people do. So what do you realize here? It's like a fishing. You put in something, come in, and then you get it back, okay. So it's not entirely free because of this, but I mean, those of you who are going to pay money in US and those things, at least somebody can give you that same money. You use it to do the block account, and when you come, you'll be working. You don't need to spend the money. You can return the money back to the person, provided you have that support. Okay. The third one, we call it formal obligatory letter. Formal obligatory letter. According to the section 668 of the German Residency Act, for the purpose of studies or language course covering the entire duration of stay, signed by a person living in Germany at the local competent office in Germany. The formal obligation is only be accepted as an adequate proof of finance within the remark the finance blah 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 blah. The financial capability of the person has been verified. Okay, so this is a letter that somebody who is staying in Germany, whether your friend, your uncle, your family member, whoever, your employee or whoever, can take your admission letter and your address and your passport and say that, okay, and then go to the embassy, the local competent office, or what we call the rat house or start house. Okay, this is the place that issues this letter. When they go, they say, okay, I have this person, I want to sponsor the person's education, and then they will look at the person's financial proof, look at his contracts, and look at his family background, and see if he qualify to what, to take care of you. If the person qualifies to take care of you, they will give that person that letter, formal obligatory letter, and then that person will use that letter, email, post it to you, and then you add it to your educational letter listed in the first page, and then you can use this letter, okay, to file for your visa. Okay, so it's just a letter, but it is very strong because they are saying that the financial capability of the sponsor have been verified. So such a letter with this letterhead is qualifying you for you to what, get the visa. So three ways of getting the visa: scholarship attached to admission, which is free, admission free, which is, and if you have any other scholarship, that's fine. If you have a block account, you can open a block account and provide these details here. That's fine. If you have formal obligatory letter, that is fine. Now, the formal obligatory letter, I mean, people can do it for you at a fee. I don't know I don't contact me and say, okay, can you know somebody? I've left Germany. I cannot offer that option for you. Now I don't know people, but if you know people by yourself, you can contact them and find out if it's possible for them to get you somebody who can do that for you. The other thing is that after you've paid money for somebody, you need to make sure that, because some people charge up to 3K, give it that, okay. The other option is get the form of the block account by maybe families who can trust you and give it to you, put it in your bank account. When you come, you'll be working, and then you will be whatever, taking care of yourself. The same thing to the block account. You need to tell the people you will not be, I mean, dependent on them, but it's just a means for you to come. Okay. So these are the things you need. Okay. So I mean, these are the things you need to know before you apply. If you cannot afford any of this, then don't start, because you can get admissions, but you may not be able to enter into get a visa. So what is the purpose, or what is the struggle in even getting admissions? Why you cannot? Why you cannot? So if you cannot, don't try to apply. That is the caveat. Okay, that's what I have to tell you guys. Even though it's very juicy, there's a lot of promising opportunities in Germany, but you necessarily need to get this before you apply. Further informations on visa application process, you can advise to go to DAD website, information center in what do you call it, in Accra or in your home country. They have information system. They do monthly webinars and then information, and then you can email them, you can talk to them, and then have further information, updated information, which we also provide over here. But you can just go there. I went there several times in 2018, seek for more information before I even did my application. Okay, so try as much as possible to go through this step. Be very sure you qualify before you start the application process. Okay, and then if you think you don't qualify, and some people also qualify, there are some who qualify, you can also forward this to them. So they do this thing and you'll be able to come to Germany. Okay, but without that, it's really difficult, because it's like initial investment in Germany. So if it just because you just have to get the admission and come, like a lot of people will be in Germany, but because of this requirement, it's restricting. It's only those who can provide, and to get that 11,208 euros is not a child's joke. But I know a lot of people can do it, because, for example, those who don't have higher GPAs, but in Germany you have low GPA, third class, second class, lower, you can still come once you have this requirement. Okay, so thank you for staying glued to us, and then see you in our next content.